Now's the time to talk about one of my most favorite features of LinkedIn, and that is prospecting for clients. So, unbeknownst to many, I think LinkedIn is actually a fantastic place to look for clients, and we can get as specific or general as we want. But for this example, I'm going to keep it fairly specific so I can show you how it works. There are two main ways that we can look for clients. Let's start with the easier of the two, and that would be to search for people who are already actively looking for assistance. So this search bar up here is a lot like Google search, and I think not a lot of people realize that, but this thing is a gold mine. And the more specific you are in your search terms, the better. So I'm going to start off by searching for nope, that's not what I'm seeking. Seeking virtual assistant. Okay, so I've typed in this phrase, and you'll see me right here, but I want to get a little more specific with my search results. By the way, if you've noticed right off the bat, there are people who have posted 6 hours ago, 2 days ago, that are seeking virtual assistants. So I already am winning, but I want to get a little more specific. So we can look up here. These are our filters, and these are going to help us really drill down and to find specifics that kind of coincide with what exactly we're looking for. All right, so I can simply look for posts that are seeking virtual assistants. So as we scroll down, we'll see all these people are looking for VAs, which is awesome because there are endless job opportunities right here in and of itself. What we can do is posted by. A first connection is somebody that you are directly connected with. So if you and I are connected on LinkedIn as friends, you and I will be first connections. If your mom joins LinkedIn, your mother would be a second connection to me. It's because she has a connection to you, but your mom and I aren't necessarily friends on LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. So I like to keep this net open. When I'm searching for job opportunities, I don't keep it limited to my first connections because I want to cast a wider net. And more often than not, it's people that I'm not already connected with who are seeking assistance. Like this person. We are not connected. Date posted is a really good one because if you don't want to waste your time pitching people who have posted for a job opportunity in the last month, we can do the past week, we can even do the past day. So I'm going to shuffle this so it's a little more streamlined. So there we go. We have people who are seeking assistance in the past week, which is great. Now these two things, if you were looking to work with a specific company, you could type this in here, but chances are if you had your sights on a company, actually doesn't make sense because like if you wanted to work with Instagram, for example, they're probably not typing anything in. Yeah, so they're not seeking a virtual assistant, which we could have figured. So I'm going to get rid of that and go back here. Okay, so let's reset that. So something I want to point out, by the way, is that if you find a post that you're interested in, so you're looking at this person's profile and you're like, okay, they're looking for a part-time VA. Now I wish, and in a perfect world, this person would have included the skills that they're looking for, any potential time zone, maybe even a budget, but we don't live in a perfect world. I know, it's awful. So whilst I wish that clients would get really specific on their job search, here's what you and I can do. You can simply click on their profile, take a look. Oh, they're in San Francisco. Fantastic. Take a look at the things that, they've got a featured section. That's even better. You can look at their CV. You can look at their YouTube videos. This activity is great too. You can get a better sense for the type of things that they're posting, for articles that they're writing, for posts that they're making, for interactions that they're having on LinkedIn. So this all activity is also a fantastic way to get a better sense for who this person is, and if they look like somebody who you're interested in working with, then it's actually time to send them a pitch, which is so exciting because we just started this search. So let's see what this person wrote. Hi, someone will message me with details. Okay. This to me means absolutely nothing. What is this person supposed to do with this response? Nothing. There's nothing actionable. If there's one thing you take away from this whole course as a VA, it is this. When you are starting to pitch clients who you're interested with, I want you to be specific. Don't you dare ever respond with, I'm interested. If you type in, I'm interested to a job opportunity, I want you to throw yourself on the floor and keep yourself there as punishment for at least 20 minutes. Don't do that, because simply saying I'm interested leaves the client, the potential client, leaves them with doing all the legwork. Like, they have to reach out to you. Do they send you an email? Do they send you a DM? You've given them zero information about your skills or what it is you do or how you can help them. That stinks. And let's just assume that they have 30 other VAs who are also commenting like, I'm interested and here's how you contact me. You're all going to get lost in a sea of the I'm interested. So I've got a script, several scripts, but I have a script for you in the next section that will help you spell out exactly how to pitch somebody like this. But essentially what you'll want to do is say, hi, client name, I'm doing this on the fly, y'all. There is a script for you in the next section, but I want to get across the point that you're like, I'm Erin. I want you to introduce yourself. And I assist, what is she, a coach? I assist coaches like yourself with, and then you're going to list out with invoices, with website design. I'm just spitballing here. You're going to list out your services, boom, boom, boom. And then you're going to say, I would love to connect with you. I already checked out your profile, and I love what you're doing with X. So the point here is that you want to make it a little more relevant to them. Like, you never want to just send a carte blanche like, hey, I assist with XIZ, call me. You want to actually get the point across that you looked at their profile. You're like, yep, I actually love neurobiology. I love what you're doing in this company. I'm really interested to hear more about how you're doing XYZ with epigenetics. I don't even know what that is. And then I'm going to say, I will send you a direct message so we can continue our conversation offline. Haha. The reason that I like to say, I want to continue this offline. And then you're going to post that. I'm not actually going to post this because I don't want to work with this person, but so post. You're done, you post it. Once you have posted it, I want you to message this person. If you remember from an earlier lecture, if this message is locked like this person's is, you're going to connect with her, and LinkedIn gives you the option to send a message. So when you hit connect, you can say, hey, I'm Erin. I left you a comment on your job search. Looking forward to speaking with you further. It's as simple as that. But I want to bring your attention back here. This right here, so we can continue our conversation offline, is a gold mine. Be sure to say that, because the best thing that we can do as VAs is make sure that we're giving a potential client a time frame, that we are intending to follow up with them, that we are especially attending to either email with them, get into their inbox, get a phone number, because the more involved and active you can get a potential client with you, the more likely they are to sign you. Think back again. I can't tell you how many people I see on job opportunities only comment with, I'm interested, I can do this, let's talk. That is not going to get you noticed, my friends. What's going to get you noticed is your skills, you reiterating how you can help this person, you getting in touch with them, and you getting on the phone or in their inbox and emailing them. So if there's one thing you take away from this course, it's this. Be specific, be precise, be active, be interesting, be interested in the work that they're doing, and get them on the phone or get them emailing with you. That alone is an invaluable tip that I don't think enough people do when they talk about LinkedIn. So yes, LinkedIn is great for finding these people, but the real magic happens when you actually start the conversation. Okay. Well, whoo. Whew, so that was long. Okay, so that is just one way that you can start. That was just one half of this video. Search bar, looking for seeking virtual assistant, looking for virtual assistant. You can try all sorts of different phrases and see what comes up in your search results. The next thing we can do, however, is we can hone in on your ideal client. So part 2 of this video is I'm going to pretend that, let's say for your sake, that you really want to work with freelance writers. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you're really good at copy editing. So what we're going to do is type in freelance writer, and we're going to hit enter. So from here, we're actually going to go back to the people. And you'll see here, we already have 725,000 results. So I want to get us a little more dialed in on the kind of person we want to work with. So we can look for certain locations. You can enter different countries. It certainly doesn't need to be just the US. I'm gonna go ahead and toggle the US on. I've already narrowed it down by half. I want to work with somebody who is self-employed. Okay, so now we're down to 3,000 people. We're getting there. And maybe even I want to do first or second connections. You can also keep this open if you want to cast a wider net. If we go over to this all filters, we can even start to winnow down based on languages, based on the industry. So, so I work in film and I'm a copywriter and I really want to work for self-employed freelance writers who work in the entertainment industry, and all of a sudden I'm down to 158 results. So the more specific you can be about your ideal client and what this person looks like, the better. So from this point on, what I would do is simply look through this list of people, and I might come down and say, okay, I'm interested in this person, or I'm interested in this script writer. So I would simply click on their file, take a look at their profile. This guy's not super active, but he's got a couple links, which is great. Get a better sense for what exactly this person does, particularly helpful if they have a website. But anything that you can do to glean more information from this person, the better. And then if they end up being something that you're interested in working with, you get to know them. You connect. You connect with them first. You introduce yourself. And again, in the next section, I'm going to have scripts for you, but you send them a connection request. You're like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm a virtual assistant. I work with freelance creative writers like yourself. Just wanted to see what kind of work you were up to, get to know you a little better, and I look forward to seeing you on LinkedIn a little more. Don't usually recommend that right off the bat you pitch somebody that you don't know. Like in the first section of this video, people were seeking virtual assistants. That makes sense for you to appropriately pitch them. But for example, in this example, I've honed in on my ideal client, but Hannah Nielsen has no freaking clue who I am. So if I reached out of the blue and was like, hey, I'm a virtual assistant and I really want to work with you, that doesn't make much sense because A, I don't know if she's looking for an assistant. B, she might just ignore us. C, think about it this way. Think about LinkedIn as if you were sitting next to this person, Hannah, at a bus stop. If you guys were in real life sitting side by side and you sat down next to Hannah and you turned to her and you said, hey, I'm a virtual assistant. I can't wait for work with you. Or like, hey, I'm a VA. Are you going to hire me? She'd be like, what? She'd be like, who are you? So I don't want you to lose your sense of humanity and how we actually interact with people. So at this point, when you meet your potentially ideal client that you're like, I could be pretty interested in working with somebody like Hannah, all you're going to do is connect with this person. You're going to send them a message and you're going to just say something like, hey, I work with freelance writers. I was looking at your profile. I see that you do XYZ in the entertainment business. I also used to work in film. Looking forward to getting to know you better. So just something that's relevant to them. Super simple, doesn't take a lot of effort on your part, but the point is LinkedIn works better when you have more connections. The more connections you have, the better. The more you can be a helpful resource to the people, the better. You are basically starting a relationship with these people remotely. So don't go overboard. Don't be too pushy. If you're messaging people who you think are your ideal client, don't pitch them right away. We'll get there eventually, and we'll talk about that later in the course. But the point here is I want you to get started and get familiar with searching. The search bar is a gold mine on LinkedIn. So don't be afraid to use it. Don't be afraid to use specific language. Don't be afraid to message people, to connect with people, to if you see somebody that's seeking virtual assistance and you're a perfect fit, comment on their post. So yeah, this was a very long lecture to, I guess, in summation, say that the search bar is awesome. I definitely want you to practice using it. And before you go to the next lecture, I would love if you took just 5 minutes to do some searching, see what kind of jobs are out there. What are people looking for? Look for other phrases and see what other stuff comes up. Look at this, I just clicked on a searching virtual assistant. I changed seeking to searching, and there's another hiring thing. A whole company is hiring a virtual assistant. So the opportunities are out there. Don't be afraid to get in on that search bar and get dirty. All right, I'll see you in the next section for scripts to help you pitch. And then we're going to look for other ways to search for jobs. Very exciting. There are endless opportunities on LinkedIn.